Okay, welcome back. It's time to begin part 2 of our rebuild of the Stihl 028 wood boss chainsaw. When we last left, we were getting ready to take the clutch off of it, and I had been using the little chainsaw repair tool that comes with your saw up to that point, and the clutch on these saws are on pretty tight. They're on there with left-hand threads, and the part that you would put the wrench on is pretty thin. So I decided to stop with the little tool and go ahead and use my impact wrench and my 6-point socket and go ahead and loosen it off. And we're going to continue on with disassembling the saw and get it down today to where the handle is completely off of it, and maybe we have the case broken in half. I'm not sure yet, but we'll see. I think that's how far we're going to get, maybe to the point where the case is broken in half. So enjoy. Okay, we're at the point now in disassembling this where I'm going to stop with this tool here. It does fit this nut. This nut is very tight, okay? I mean, and bear in mind that there's not much to grab on. This is not necessarily the most wonderful design tool ever, but so I don't want to strip this or round it off. So what I'm going to do is I took and put some rope down into the top of the piston to lock the cylinder without damaging anything. Got my socket there, and I'm going to use my impact wrench, which is fantastic for this type of thing. And you have to remember that this thing is left-hand threads, which means you got to turn it the opposite direction you normally would to loosen a bolt. So this time it's lefty-tighty, righty-loosey. All right, she's coming apart. There she is. Just like that, okay? She's coming apart. Okay, so we've got the saw torn down to the point that we're into basically halves, so to speak. This is the fuel tank, carburetor. The kill switch is still in there, but no wiring, just basically some plastic parts, the carburetor intake boot, the impulse line, and we can just the handle on the trigger, all that's still there. So we'll just take this and set it aside for right this moment. Here's the flywheel. I'll just set it up here. And I've got a bag of right side parts. I got another bag of left side parts. All the mounts and screws and the muffler, all that's in bags over there. So we're good. So next we're going to take this jug apart and get it disassembled. Okay, all right, so I didn't record me splitting the case. I apologize for that. I was trying something and didn't know if it was going to work and didn't have the camera in there, but basically I use this tool right here. It's a special welding clamp. It's got brass or copper, whatever you want to call it, jaws that are fairly soft, and I just reached in there and hooked one side of it here and the other side against the tip of the crankshaft, against this part right here, and just kept squeezing it and worked it with the screwdriver and the soft face hammer. I popped it around the bottom a couple of times and it came apart. No special tool required for me. I just so happened I had this welding clamp already, and I said, well, why not give it a shot? And it worked. So I've got the two halves split in half, and I took the little suction line for the oil off and got it laying here, and looks like I've got all the plastic parts off of this, and I'm going to go soak this and this in some carburetor cleaner and see how it does. So we're going to get back to in a little bit. So this brings us to the end of part 2. As you can see, we have got the saw completely torn apart. All that's left is the handle needs some minor disassembly. I have the other components are in the carburetor cleaner, soaking right now, getting ready to see how they turn out. Hopefully all the paint will peel right off of them, all the grease and grime will be gone, and the components will be ready for cleaning and refinishing in the next episode. So come back for part 3.